Hunters across the country are closely watching a case right here in our region. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Gonzalez.
And I'm Nadine Woodward. A hunter could face charges for shooting a grizzly Friday morning. That bear went on to kill the hunter's friend. It happened on the Idaho-Montana state line on Buckhorn Mountain. The father of the hunter who survived the attack spoke exclusively to KXLY4 and says shooting the bear was an honest mistake that almost cost both men their lives.
For somebody to wade right into a bear that's mauling somebody and walk up and get point blank and try to kill this bear with no thought of his own life. They were trying to save each other.
Bill Bell says at first his son thought he was shooting a black bear. It wasn't until he pulled the bear off the body of his friend that he realized it was actually a grizzly. The incident has sparked an intense debate among hunters. KXLY's North Idaho reporter Anusha Roy joins us now. And Anusha, that shooting actually took place in a grizzly recovery area.
Nadine, you're right. It's called the Cabinet Yaak Grizzly Bear Recovery Area. It spans around 2,600 square miles, touching both Idaho and Montana. And as I found out today, it's home to dozens of grizzly bears.
20-year-old Ty Bell and 39-year-old Steve Stevenson were certain they were tracking a black bear that Bell had shot while hunting Friday morning. They waited 45 minutes before approaching the bear. That's when the 350-pound grizzly lunged at them and eventually killed Stevenson. Bell ended up killing the grizzly bear. The attack happened in one of 6 recovery areas set aside for the bears after they were listed a threatened species in 1975.
There are 6 grizzly recovery areas total, and of those, parts or all of 4 of those are within Idaho.
The Cabinet Yaak Grizzly Bear Recovery Area, where the attack happened, has about 40 to 50 grizzly bears. That's considered a moderate population. Todd Troutman has hunted black bears before and says telling the difference can be tricky.
You do take a test just to make sure that you can identify the differences. And when I was taking that test, there's a few pictures that are extremely difficult to tell if it's a black bear or a grizzly bear.
In Idaho, anyone born after January of 1975 has to take a hunter education class. Color isn't a good indicator since grizzly bears can range from tan to black, and not all black bears are black like the one you're looking at now. But grizzly bears do have a hump in between their front shoulders, and their face from the side looks concave.
Typically the problems that we have with grizzly bears are when they get too close to towns or cause someone to feel threatened. Occasionally they will shoot a grizzly bear. We haven't had a lot of incidents of mistaken identity, but it does happen.
Idaho Fish and Game say it is up to the hunter to make sure that they are pursuing the right animal. When I talked to Fish and Game in Montana, they said that bear that was killed is going under a necropsy today to determine if it was ever handled before. That's one of the things that will help do. Live in Coeur d'Alene, Anusha Roy, KXLY4 HD News.